Good morning, Mr. Bullock. Mr. Bullock, you're charged with 2 cases. Your hands down, please. You're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You're also charged with failure to identify oneself. On the burglary case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On the failure to ID, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On April 7, 2025, on April 7, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, law enforcement officer dispatched for the burglary of a motor vehicle call and received a description of 2 suspects by the complaining witness. The complaining witness advised that the 2 suspects attempted to steal the vehicle by breaking the ignition cover. A neighbor was leaving for work, and suspects left when they heard the voice from the neighbor leaving. A screwdriver was left on the vehicle floorboard, and the complaining witness's Ring doorbell captured the incident. After a brief search, 2 individuals, including the defendant, were found that matched the complaining witness's description of the suspects. The defendant had screwdrivers and gloves in his backpack, and the complainant was able to positively identify the defendants by their clothing description. The defendant refused to give his correct identity and provided a false name of Katie Owen Bladebird, 6/14/2007. The defendant was later positively identified by mobile AFIS.
Mr. Bullock, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. How old are you, sir?
18.
Don't be a danger to my community, Mr. Bullock. It's just not going to go well for you. I don't know who you have in this life, but if you don't have someone that's willing to pony up to $10,000 to $20,000 for a bond for you, you will be stuck like Chuck in there if you break any of this condition. Do you understand? What are you doing with yourself these days?
So now we're signing up, ready to go to the military, focus on that, and about to finish school.
Did you graduate from high school?
No.
You working?
No, not yet.
So what are you doing, man? That's going to stop right now. As a condition of your bond, you must either have a full-time job or get back into school. And I'm giving you 2 weeks. I'm going to bring you back. If you've done nothing, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Days of just in there playing Xbox, smoking, it's not going to work. Do you understand? Can you reach out to the MAC, please, Victoria?
Okay.
I'm now sending you also for a drug test because I want to know what, if anything. What time of day was this placed?
Judge, I believe this was in the morning time.
So it's not in the middle of the night? Here's what we're going to do. I'm sending you for a drug test now. You were to come right back. If you fail to test, if you fail to go test, if you fail to come back, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand? When you come back, I'll have a lawyer for you. Take a seat, please.
I'm here today on Mr. Devonte Bullock. He was the gentleman that was sent over to take a drug test yesterday, and he's returned to court.
Bullock. Next door, I think they are.
Bullock, Your Honor, Bullock was presumptive positive for THC and it's pending the lab confirmation.
Okay.
And he's here in the back of the court.
And he did disclose to us that he had utilized THC recently.
Come on, Mr. Bullock. You now stand charged with another burglary of a motor vehicle. So they now have you on 2 charges of burglary of a motor vehicle. I'm telling you that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. You go out there, you start acting a fool. It's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? I just set someone's bond now at nearly $30,000 because they're out there running amok. Don't do it. I'm going to test you 50 days from today. If I find that you continue to use, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? We need to do probable cause on the new B&B because we haven't done it. So do you mind? On the new case,
The failure to ID.
no. So there is a failure to ID. There's one BMV, and I guess later on in the day goes out and allegedly has another BMV. Okay.
On April 7th, 2025, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a burglary call in Harris County, Texas, and met with the complaining witness, who stated that around 6 a.m. he heard his car alarm going off and observed 2 males wearing all black making entry into his vehicle. Another law enforcement officer that was dispatched to that location observed 2 males matching the description in the same area, and the defendant had complaining witness's key fob on his person that was in the middle console of the vehicle. I believe when they broke it.
So that's how they put him, because he's got someone else's key fob.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Then he was identified by mobile AFIS.
I think I need to get attached to that third one.
We'll attach you to it now. Yeah. So do you want to file I guess another one because he has a new case?
Your Honor.
One in 416?
Yeah. Or I guess we need to get it over here. You want to do a transfer? Okay, yeah, you
I
want to,
don't know what I was gonna say. On my end, it was still showing.
yes. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. I don't want you to have any contact with the complaining witnesses in this case, and I don't want you to go anywhere where they live. You pick up a fourth case, I'm going to go haywire. Do you understand? What are you doing with yourself these days?
No, I'm gonna finish school and I'll think about joining military.
Not while you have all these cases open. Did you not get enough sleep last night? While these cases are open, you must either have a job or get back into school full time. When you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. And the days of you just sitting doing nothing are not going to happen. I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done to get a job. If you have done nothing, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have an ID? Okay, I want you to start going and applying for as many jobs as you can, or you get back into school. While these cases are open, military is not going to take you. I don't think. If that's something that you want to go do, that would be great because that would give you great structure, which you probably really need. I mean, the military would be a fantastic idea for you. That would really, could potentially put you on a career path that could just lead you to the clouds. Really, what you're doing now, you're charged with 2 counts of burglary. You know what that'll do to your career? Who hires burglars? No. You think you won't even get financial aid with that kind of stuff? Really, it will hose your whole career. So for now, you must either get a full-time job, start looking into going back into school, but you doing nothing, it's not going to happen. Do you understand? All right. So what we'll do is we'll bring him back in 2 weeks. We'll see what he's done. I'm going to test you 50 days. Don't use. And I'm giving you a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you're out past curfew, I will revoke all of your bonds. They're going to go high. Okay. Thanks. All right. Take care, Mr. Bullock. How old are you, Mr. Pullard? Okay. Are you here with anyone today? What do you have the cause number for the crime?
You're showing it. Sorry, so working on. The cause number you're on is going to be 255-9110. And 255-9112.
They're disposed.
I'm sorry, yes, Your Honor, that's correct, but those cases have been dismissed.
Okay. Mr. Pullard, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On April 7, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers a theft shoplifting call and an off-duty officer who had detained a defendant and a co-defendant. The off-duty officer was informed by mall security that the co-defendant had stolen merchandise from Zoomies and passed all points of sale and ran out of the store. The co-defendant then ran to a car in the parking lot where the defendant and another individual were located. So he blocked in the vehicle and were able to detain the defendant and the co-defendant. Officers found a handgun in the glove compartment of the vehicle. Didn't say the handgun belonged to them. And the officers observed strong odor of marijuana.
The officers what?
Observed the strong odor of marijuana.
Okay.
The defendant stated he had weed or marijuana in his pocket. The officers retrieved a bag of a leafy green substance from the defendant's pocket.
He's the passenger though, right? Or was it the driver?
I believe he was the driver. Let me make sure that's correct, Your Honor. He was in the driver's seat. That's correct.
Mr. Pullard, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. Can you run his license, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you do in life these days, sir?
I just finished electrician school out in Port Arthur. I just
Great.
recently moved back to Houston.
Did you get your license or no?
Only thing I have from there, the school was like an OSHA 10 certification, but and basic training of electrician, but it's more classes I have to take to
Get on it, doggone it. What are you waiting for?
It's just a lot. I had a lot of family issues going on with like moving back and forth from Houston and Beaumont. While I was staying in Beaumont, our house, during the storm, it messed up, but I was only staying out there because of the school. But now our house is getting
Are
repaired.
you living here in Houston now? Okay, I'm going to appoint your lawyer today, Mr. Pollard. I don't want you to get in any more trouble and I don't want you to use. You're not to be in possession of weapons. I'm going to test you 50 days from today. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. You understand? I don't want you hanging out with the co-defendant in this case as well. You know, it just, you're on a fast track to nowhere. You have the opportunity to get a really good job. Electricians can make, I mean, a killing if you do it well and you get on it young. Well, you're now, but you're on, I'm telling you, this is not a good way to start. Do you understand? So I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done to further your electrician career. Get back into school, get back into so you can get your license. Do you understand?
Your Honor, his driver's license is eligible.
Great. You may drive as long as you have liability insurance as well. You cannot drive unless you have car insurance. You understand? I'm making that a condition of your bond as well. Okay, so to test in 50 days, no alcohol, no illegal drugs, and back in 2 weeks to see what he's done for school or work. Okay. All right. I'm going to appoint your lawyer today. You're going to sign a reset with Victoria. You'll meet with Anthony for pretrial services, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Please.
This way. Judge, counsel is approaching for page 20.